Listen closely, because every second that passes is tearing down the walls you didn't even realize were holding you back. AI voice synthesis isn't just a tech toy anymore. It's a beast, a weapon, and a mirror reflecting something urgent, something dangerous. It's twisting what's real and what's fake until the line vanishes. Imagine this: a voice that sounds exactly like a trusted colleague, a leader, a loved one, but it's a lie. Just a string of code crafted to manipulate, to deceive, to steal trust faster than you can blink. How many deals, partnerships, even friendships could shatter overnight because someone pressed play on a synthetic voice? The frustration builds because you see the potential, dreams fueled by AI, innovation breaking barriers. But this shadow looms, dark and sprawling, and nobody's giving you the real map to navigate it. It's infuriating. The gnawing fear that the next message you hear, the next phone call might be engineered, a trap in disguise, can freeze your progress. You crave clarity, security, trust in the connections you build, but the tools meant to empower you now threaten to erode everything. You're fighting to lead, to innovate, to invest wisely, yet this invisible invasion chips away at your foundation. And this isn't sci-fi anymore. This is today's reality. The frustration morphs into anger because the leaders designing these technologies often forget. Ethics isn't an afterthought, it's the backbone. When AI voice synthesis runs wild without guardrails, what remains of truth? What happens when manipulation is just a click away? This is the battle they don't talk about loudly enough, but now is the moment. Not for despair, but for ruthless precision. The pain and anger you feel? Channel it. This isn't some distant threat to ignore, it's your front line. Step 1. Demand transparency like your life depends on it, because it does. Every AI voice system used in your networks, your investments, your products must come with verifiable proof. Watermark voices, blockchain-backed identity tags, unhackable logs showing what's real and what's synthetic. If it's not traceable, don't touch it. You are the gatekeepers. Do not allow deceit to masquerade as communication under your watch. Step 2. Radical adoption of detection, not blind faith in tech, but relentless testing. Build or back tools that don't just flag fake voices, but expose them with ruthless clarity. Invest in teams solely dedicated to battling synthetic deception. Hire the sharpest minds not just in AI, but in psychology, social engineering, cybersecurity. Human intuition fused with machine precision. That's the secret weapon. Trust no voice without scrutiny. This isn't paranoia, it's self-defense. You owe that to yourself and every person relying on your judgment. Step 3. Cultivate a new culture around AI voice ethics. Start at home with your own organizations. Make it impossible to slip a synthetic voice past your inner circles without accountability. Embed ethical guidelines and impose consequences that bite, not just words in a handbook. Make every leader, every founder, every team member a fierce guardian of truth. This means open conversations about misuse, about gray zones where lines blur. It means defying comfort zones and demanding radical honesty. Real leadership isn't comfortable, it's courageous. Step 4. Leverage. AI voice synthesis as a tool to amplify truth, not distort it. Encourage projects that use voice synthesis to restore accessibility. Help those who have lost their voice due to illness. Help non-native speakers. Help the marginalized find new platforms to share their real stories. Push for innovation that includes forced ethical design built into every algorithm. Only then can AI become a force that lifts humanity, not fractures it. Insist that every new voice model comes with built-in ethical checks and balances, not as a feature, but as a requirement. Step 5. Become the network of rare individuals who refuse to let this revolution spiral into chaos. Connect relentlessly with others who understand that artificial intelligence is a tool for transcendence, not control. Build coalitions across borders, across industries, across beliefs. This isn't about nationalism, identity, or tribalism. It's about collective survival. Create autonomous circles where ideas on AI ethics are weaponized, not sanitized. Only together can you rewrite the rules before someone else does it for you, and not in your favor. Here's the brutal truth. AI voice synthesis crossing ethical boundaries isn't a possibility. It's happening right now. It's bleeding into boardrooms, investment pitches, political campaigns, social movements. If you sit passively waiting for policies or patents to save you, you will lose. But if you rise, if you lead with glaring, fierce clarity, you don't just survive. You redefine what freedom means in this tangled digital age. You claim your absolute right to live without manipulation, to choose your own values and truths, without needing permission or approval from anyone manufacturing your reality. Don't be distracted by the noise of comfort. The system wants you compliant, silenced, tuned out. But your silence fuels the very chaos you fear. Your frustration, it's the spark. Your anger, it's the power. Use it to carve a path toward control, transparency, and fierce honesty. Demand nothing less than dynamic meritocracy in tech and ethics alike, where trust is earned every day, not handed to the loudest or the oldest. Push for constructive capitalism that funds those who build that future, not those who profit from fear and confusion. Every synthetic voice that tries to deceive is a test of your will. Every misleading whisper is a call to become stronger, better, more connected. This is not a small fight. This is the front line for the future of communication, leadership, humanity itself. Forget legacy systems. Transcend inherited limitations. Cultivate your individuality with purpose and fire. Harness the power that comes from being part of a rare, autonomous network of breaking barriers, not just surviving, but becoming. Watch and listen carefully, because the world you want, the world that respects freedom, truth, and the power of the individual voice, is within reach. But it demands your relentless pursuit, your refusal to accept less than absolute integrity. Make no mistake, to lose this fight is to lose trust itself. To win it, that means reshaping reality, rewriting rules, and freeing millions from invisible chains. So rise up. Demand transparency. Build detection. Embed ethics. Amplify truth. Connect fiercely. Your mission is clear. Be the firewall against deceit, the beacon for integrity in an age drowning in synthetic lies. This is more than technology. This is a revolution of truth, led by those who refuse to be fooled, silenced, or discarded. The future's voice is yours to shape. Loud, honest, unmistakably human, and fiercely free. Don't let fake voices steal it. Fight for it with everything you have, because nothing less will do.